Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the pod. This August 6th episode. Me and Micah here.
Yes,
Thanks for
sir.
tuning in. And today we are getting into some of the stuff we've been waiting to do, which is list on list on list. So we're recording tonight. I think we plan on recording Friday as well, maybe some power rankings. But we're going to focus more individual stuff today. And I think we're going to do our top 15 players heading into 2026 season. Correct, Micah?
Yeah, man, top 15 players heading into the 2025-2026 season. And basically our criteria is pretty personal, but the idea of the list is just like who do we project to be the best by the end of the 2026 season and also going into the 2026 season, obviously. And yeah,
Yeah,
we're really excited about it.
I'm including like this previous season's production and then like projecting people's boosts going into next year. So if you have like younger players taking a leap and stuff like that.
Exactly, yeah. And we also didn't include any players that had any major injuries and are coming into the upcoming season with injury expectations. People like Tatum, Hallie, obviously, Lillard, Embiid, people like that probably could have made the list, just in case you guys are a little shocked with who we have. But yeah.
You know what's crazy
Oh,
is I don't even know if Embiid's like officially injured right now, but we're just like you could basically
yeah,
just pencil him in and not
that's
like not include him on these lists.
That's the thing about him, man. Funny story. I was at physio the other day, and we were talking. I injured my knee last week in our game, and we can talk about Hoops AM a little bit, the basketball team, for a second before we get into it too. But I went to the physio, and I was like, "Man, I hurt my knee, whatever, whatever." And he's like, basically trying to give me a timeline, and he was like, yeah, like it's hard to say. Honestly, for you, it could be 2 weeks, but for a guy like Embiid, who knows, that could be 4 months. And I was like, that's so true, man. Like, there's people that like not only take forever, but also just like have so much drama around it that it just feels like it's half the season. But with Embiid, that's
And
basically
it
how it
like
always feels.
pressurizes him a lot.
Exactly. So like even when they
Yeah.
play, there's a lot of like weird anxiety around it. I don't like that.
Yeah. Like people
Um,
almost wait for them to get injured, which I don't like.
exactly. That's how I
Stuff
feel
like
with
that.
Embiid and AD for sure. Like
Yeah.
AD
AD
with the A
AD had
glass
like
stuff.
he had
Good.
like 2 full years of like being healthy. But yeah, even when he went to Dallas and went crazy in the first 3 quarters and then got injured again, it's like, all right, it's still Anthony Davis. He tricked us there for a couple
Exactly.
of years. But
Yeah, 100%.
um,
Um, for all the
nonetheless, should
people,
we get into it?
just one thing before we do,
Or what?
for all the people that have seen like the Hoops AM basketball stuff, like, do you want to run them through like what the heck we got going on there?
Yeah, man. So the 902 Hoops League puts it on every summer. We never entered. I never been on a 902 Hoops League team. I don't know if you have
No,
before this.
this is like I was talking in the interview after the game, and I was like, yeah, for most of the guys, this is our debut.
Yeah. So I never played in that league, and then I seen it posted, and I was like, we gotta play again. And so we got a group chat going, got all the boys in it. And anyways, you were there for when you guys took it home. I wasn't, unfortunately, but you want to talk
Yeah,
about that
man.
game? I heard you guys were down big. You guys were down big in the first, and then Lance pulled his usual.
Yeah, man. Lance is him, and we have a really good team that like acknowledges when a player's hot, let them go, and that's kind of what we had with Lance and what we had with Ben in that last like few minutes. He had like a 10-0 run by himself, which was crazy. Yeah, we were
Yeah.
down that game. Honestly, I was a little nervous as the coach for the game, but you guys held it
That
together,
was the only
man.
team we
Like,
lost to, right? Earlier in the
yeah,
we lost to them earlier.
that was our one loss for our D2 season debut. But yeah, we carried it out. Ended up beating the MVP in the process. So yeah, it was fun. But basically, guys, like it's not like where obviously we're not sponsoring the team or anything. It's just like us, we're all boys, and somebody in the group chat when we were making the team going into the season was like, let's just name it Hoops AM because Andrew and Micah's podcast, like let's just get it going like that. So yeah. Um we won our league.
It
That's
worked
that's
out, man.
basically
It
it.
was fun. I think we might.
It was really
I think
fun.
we might be D1 next year,
Yeah, I think so. I haven't said anything in the group chat yet, but I think for sure, yeah.
huh? Yeah.
Even if we
All right,
don't
man.
win, like I
I'm
think
ready
it'd
to
just
get
be
into
better.
this.
But yeah. All right, me too,
Yeah,
man.
we'll do.
Okay, so how do we want to
Okay.
do
First
this?
off,
You go 15, I go 15, and then we just rotate going all the
yeah,
way up to 10? I
we're
mean,
gonna
yeah,
go
one.
player for player. Let's start with our honorable mentions, though. You have a couple players in there. I think I have three players.
Yeah, so my players that I'm gonna have an honorable mention, and one of them I actually was kind of geeking with Andrew before we started recording. I was like, oh shoot, I forgot this guy. But to start off, Paulo Banchero, I thought he was definitely worthy of consideration for top 15. He was an all-star last year, I believe, and the year before. Um, he's a great player, 6'10", mobile, basically does everything on the court. If he improves his jumper, I think he can definitely be in this tier. And then secondly, I have Jaylen Brown, who was not top 15. Might get some slander. I'm happy Max didn't end up being on the pod tonight because he would have grilled me, but there's a lot of expectations for Brown going into next season, and I just don't think he has the skill set to really be a great number one option. So that's why I don't think he
He's
can
not too
sneak in here.
versatile.
Yeah, no, I
He's
don't I
not too
don't think
versatile
so
to
either.
where it's like Tatum's going to be catching the ball on the wing and he's going to track two players, and then Jalen can just drive with his right hand. Like he's going to have to bring the ball up before and create something on his own. I like those mentions. I don't
Exactly,
have
yeah.
either of them in my honorable mention or my list. Um,
Okay.
so that's good shouts. My honorable mention is comprised of three players. First of all is Kawhi Leonard. Did
Nice,
not put
okay.
him on the list. I think he's worth a shout though. He's he's not at Embiid's level of injury. Well, he might be actually, but um, we all know what Kawhi can do. It's just hard to rank him honestly. Any given night he can give you 40, and then any given month he can play 0 games. So it's just hard. Um, Another player having year, he put up good stats last year. Didn't contribute to winning much. Hasn't contributed to winning much in his career besides a 2 or 3 year span. But I've Devin Booker as an honorable mention.
That's one I
Um,
forgot to mention
I
too,
think he
my bad,
deserves a
but yeah,
shout.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
And
with the way he
then
was playing
my last
defense
honorable
in the
mention,
Olympics too.
yeah, he was getting minutes over. They didn't play Hallie as the guard, right?
They
At
didn't
that point in
play,
time, that wasn't crazy though.
yeah, they didn't play Hallie too much. They didn't really play a Holiday. Like, I don't know, like, the guards they had. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And then my last player, I think you might actually have him on your list. Maybe not, but I've Alp as an honorable mention.
Okay, okay. I don't have him on my list. I don't
I
have him
mean,
on
he made
my
no. Okay, okay. I thought you were an Alp blazer for a sec.
list. Nah, nah, nah.
All right,
Okay.
you want me to start with 15?
Well, yeah, let's get it going. Let's get going.
Okay,
Your 15th
my
best
15th.
player going into the 2025-2026 season. Let's hear it.
My 15th best player is a player who performed well in the playoffs overall, specifically clutch moments. Had ups and downs throughout the season. Um, his defense is one thing to nitpick, but
Can
I
I
think he
guess?
gives it back on the other end.
Can I guess just off of those clues?
Yeah,
Cat?
yeah, it's Cat.
Ah, let's go. Okay, okay, okay. That's valid, bro. I like Cat at 15. I like Cat at 15.
Yeah,
Should I hop right into mine?
yeah, yeah. Let's go.
Okay. My 15 stepped it up big in the playoffs. Is very versatile at their position. Stepped it up, I believe, defensively in the playoffs, and offensively as well. It's the big bodega. Carl Anthony Towns also at my 15 spot. I thought I dragged it a
Damn,
little
that's
bit.
crazy to have
Just
15 the
I
same.
know it is pretty crazy. Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty surprised too, but the main reason I had him is just because like the bottom the bottom I would say I'm not gonna spoil anything, but a few of my selections are just very good in their role, not necessarily number one options. I feel like Cat fits that mold and he's like a S tier second option in the NBA, few games away from making the NBA finals, so yeah, I thought I'd give him a shout
Yeah,
there at 15, especially being all NBA this year.
yeah. And he won them games against Detroit. I think he won them. He had a game. He had like 12 points in the fourth quarter or something, and
And he won
yeah,
them
he gave
games
them the game
against
back in the
Indy.
second half because he has his. Yeah, yeah, he did. Absolutely. All right, I'll move on to my 14th spot. Switching positions with staying Eastern Conference. A team that definitely underperformed in the playoffs. This guy still has questions surrounding him. I don't know his future on this team. It looks like it's going to be for this season at least. But it's Donovan Mitchell. I mean, when you
Okay.
finish, he wasn't first team All NBA. I think he was. No, he was first team All NBA.
He was. He was first team all NBA.
So, yeah, I got D Mitch in there, man. He's not my favorite archetype. I don't believe in him with Cleveland. I don't believe in them as a team really until they shake something up. They're probably gonna have to move Garland soon, but I have Mitchell in the top 15. He earned it for sure.
Okay. Respect Donovan Mitchell, man. Hey, for those who know, you know I'm a huge Donovan Mitchell guy. But we'll see if he cracks through. Um, for 14, man, I have a player who is known across the league for their two-way ability. This player is a three-way scorer, also an elite perimeter defender and a great team defender. And this player really had a great breakout this season. It's J-Dub.
Can I guess?
He had. Oh, my bad, bro. My bad. Hey, you're like
No,
zero
no, I
point
wouldn't. I
0.5
wasn't
seconds.
guessing Jada.
Okay, okay. Who are you gonna say? Two-way ability.
I was gonna say the guy I have at 13, so I'll just let it ride.
Okay, okay, bet. 13. Okay, I'm looking intrigued. Oh, I think I know who it is. I think I know who it is.
Oh, you
Okay.
want? Okay.
But yeah, just with J Dub, we've already talked about J Dub a lot on the channel low key, so I won't dive in too much with him, but I with the two-way stuff I was saying earlier, I just think J Dub or not two-way, sorry, second option stuff I was saying earlier. I just think J Dub's the best second option in the NBA. So, well, actually,
Okay.
not the best second
Well, no,
option.
I was gonna say that
The
doesn't align
set
with your list.
My bad. The second best second option in NBA. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Forgot about a very
Okay.
special someone.
Well, our list might be different here.
All
Um,
right.
so I got moving on to 13, 13th best player in the NBA, projecting from last year, especially there's players rankings that are like predicated more on their boost versus their performance from last year, and that's like especially like ranking some of the younger players versus the old heads like Steph Curry, KD, and LeBron and all them. This player, he had a breakout season. I believe he made All NBA third team, I believe. Had a good playoff series. This team didn't take too far, but they weren't the most talented. I got Cade Cunningham as my 13th best player in the NBA going into next season.
I love that, Andrew, and great minds think alike, baby. That's my 13. Cade Cunningham. First point, all NBA season.
Bro,
Second point, competed well versus Knicks, needs more help. That's
yeah,
crazy,
yeah,
bro.
he does need more help.
He needs more help, but he
Dude,
also didn't
we
have
were
Jaden
sitting here
Ivey
saying our
that
lists are gonna
series,
be
so
so far off. Yeah,
I know,
the
man. This
season
is
really.
crazy. This is why we got to get some like AI, like NPC people on the pod, so we can just be like, "What are you talking about, man?"
Well,
Well, we'll
Max
see.
is
We'll
supposed
see.
to be on here for all you guys looking for him, but he had some technical
Yeah, a little
difficulties.
technical difficulties. Didn't want him on here looking like a
Um,
potato wedge.
yeah.
Okay, 12. Do
So
you
we
want me to
both
give
have
you my...
Cade over D Mitch, huh? Or no, you haven't ranked D
No,
Mitch
I
yet.
haven't ranked D Mitch. I haven't ranked D Mitch. So,
Do you,
um,
what do you think about Cade over D Mitch for me? Do you
I
like
don't
it? Do you
mind it,
not? Do you
man.
think
I don't
it's
mind it at
deserved?
all. Like I can definitely see why somebody would put him over D Mitch just because like different archetype. This player is more of like a playmaker, gets people involved, that sort of thing. You could see like similarities to like I don't even know, man. He's such a unique player. It's hard to really compare him to anybody
He's a better
else.
defender. His size allows him to affect the game more. He's a better defender, I'd say. And
Also
dead
way younger
like
too. So projecting him into next year,
yeah,
he'll probably be better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, D-Mitch is like going into year
Like
what,
year
9, 10? That's
9,
crazy.
10, 9, 10. Yeah.
Crazy.
It's been a minute.
Um,
Okay. So yeah,
yeah.
at 12, I got an elite
Am I going for
scorer.
you?
I thought we were going back and forth. Did you start with, did you start
Yeah, yeah.
13? Okay,
I
my
went
bad, my bad.
I went K 13, you went K 13. At 12, Micah, this pains me to say it. It actually pains me to say it. I have LeBron at 12, not top 10. Dude, I know we keep saying Father Time will catch up and it never does. It has to eventually. It has to. And I love LeBron. I think he is
Got, no,
the
no,
second
no,
best
no.
option in the
Guys,
league.
guys. What is
I
happening? You
know,
have
I know,
at tw
I
what is
know.
it?
And
Is
I
this
sat
12
here
or
I sat
11?
here in front of my list. 12. I sat here in front of my list and I was like, I think
Damn.
I know I think he's better than the 12th best player in the league, and I looked at every player ahead of him and I was like, I'm taking them going into next season.
Oh, wow. Okay. That,
I know.
wow.
I know.
I'm
It hurts
actually,
me to say it, man.
I'm so shocked, dude. I'm so shocked. Okay, that's your
It hurts me
12?
to say it. It actually does. Yes.
Okay.
I
At
still
12, I
do.
got, hey, man. Hey, he is this old. If we still have him in our top 15, that shows you
Yeah.
something, right?
Yes.
Okay. On my 12, I have an elite scorer, elite bucket getter. This player took a back seat this year and definitely let their teammates get more involved. And I think for the betterment of the team, they finished first seed in the NBA, second best record in the NBA, had a coach of the year, a depoy. I have Donovan Mitchell going into next year. Huge chip on his shoulder, has yet to leave the second round, which is kind of crazy. A big mark on his resume that he needs to get over that hump, especially with the talent on that roster. So, projecting into next year, I think he's right outside that top 10-ish range. Yep.
Okay. I like it. Do
Okay.
you think, like, what does the Cavs roster look like going into next year? Do they just run it back?
It's it's the exact same, basically. Like they have made
Don't
no
they have to
major
pay Mobley
moves here.
though?
No, Mobley got a big contract this year, I
Oh
think.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but since he won Depoy, he became like eligible for a something crazy.
Yeah, some like Supermax
I
or
forget what
something.
it is.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
look into it afterwards.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so we are through 12, heading to 11. So every player listed from now on my list is ahead of LeBron, which hurts me to say it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you about the NBA Finals, though, man. We find some things out in the NBA Finals, and when you're dropping 40 points on a broken wrist, and you're the best second option in the league, give me J-Dub at 11, man. I am flipping the
I
script.
love
I
it,
used to be the
baby.
J-Dub
I
hater.
love it, baby.
I
I
am
love
flipping
it.
the script. I'm flipping the script. J-Dub, man, defends, scores an elite level, becoming a better shooter, ball handler, took over games. Their offense did get stagnant at times. Their defense did carry them through some games, but man, when you put up 40 points in the finals and you join elite company, like he proved himself. Going into next season, there's nothing to prove, especially coming off that Dallas loss last year or last year, when there's real questions about like J-Dub. He answered it all, man. He's 11th best player in the NBA going in for me.
Okay. Okay. So you're if you were the say the OKC Thunder, are you taking
So
like
sorry, in my list there's back to back second best options in the league. So I'd say LeBron's the second, J-Dub's the first.
okay, that was gonna be my question, but okay. That's the answer there. Okay, cool. So
Sorry,
number
wait,
10.
that was your question. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, no, that was gonna be my question. Yeah, my bad. I was about to skip a number. So 11. This player is joining a new team this year, a way stronger defensive team. So, a lot less of the defensive load will be on this player, and they'll have more room to get busy offensively. I got the Slim Reaper, KD, right outside my top 10 in the
Damn, not top
NBA.
10? Not
No,
top 10 in
man.
the league, bro?
No, man.
What?
He's an exceptional scorer. Um, he play makes
And a good
well.
defender.
He rebounds well. He is not a good defender, in my opinion. I haven't really
He's not a
seen him
terrible
stay in
defender.
front. He's not a terrible defender, but this is top 15 in the league. Like, t not terrible isn't really a good standard to hold you to, right? Like, he's definitely not a positive defender at this point in his career, entering his 40s. Especially coming off those two major injuries and always having like lingering lower body injuries. He's definitely lost a step defensively, in my opinion. But as I said, with the incredible defensive talent of Houston, with Thompson there, Fred VanVleet, Adams, Tari Eason, I think he'll be just fine and he'll fit in like a glove in Houston. So yeah, that's where I got him. I think all the players above him are better overall, as my list would
Okay.
show you. Yeah, that's why I
We're
got
gonna
him.
have some variance there. That's where we're gonna have some variance for sure.
I cannot
Okay, I
believe
can
you
see
have
that.
LeBron so low though. Like I feel like you have LeBron low is worse than me having KD low.
You think LeBron's better than KD going into next year?
Yes, yes, I think LeBron's better than KD. LeBron made the playoffs.
Bro. Yeah.
Bro,
And I'm a
KD
LeBron
had
Blazer, but it's like KD showed his best efficiency ever. He's 37. He's
KD
getting better every year.
KD didn't make the playoffs in the year before, got swept by Ant.
I know, I know.
That's
The only
you know what I mean. We'll see though. We'll
yeah.
see. I wish all the best for
Okay.
KD in the near future. Okay.
Okay. So we are entering the top 10.
Yeah. Do we want to
Top 10.
recap our 15 to 10 after this?
Um. Yeah.
Okay.
Um. So the 10th best player in the league. You're not gonna like this. Well, actually, you
Oh
haven't said him
God.
yet, so I don't. You might have ranked him above.
Oh
But
God.
man, his defensive presence and his ability to score, like he's becoming a scoring threat now, and he's touching the ball on the block. Honestly, anywhere's on the floor. Like, he's developed a jump shot. He's in new scenery. Part of one of the biggest trades in NBA history, man. I think Anthony Davis is a top 10 player in the league. I have to say.
Okay. Respect. 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 Yeah, I didn't have him, but he's like on the list, but he's a great player, and I could
You don't
definitely
have him on
see.
the list or honorable mention?
I couldn't even keep my face straight, bro. Like that. I have him at 10 as well. So that's our third
Oh,
that's our third double up, I think, eh? Second or third double up, which is hype. I just think his two-way
okay.
ability is insane. The run he was on at the start of the season last year was very fun to watch, especially as a Lakers fan. We changed our offense to a more like center surrounded offense. Like we played from the outside or from the inside out, and AD thrived in that. Got just as many touches as he did back in New Orleans, and not only his efficiency, but his ability to play. I wouldn't necessarily call him a three-level scorer, but he's shown glimpses of that, of him having that three-point ability at times. He's a great mid-range shooter, and then his defensive ability is it's just amazing. So yeah, I think he's definitely a top 10
Yeah.
player.
Yeah, he can. Honestly, might be the league is hard to say, but he's probably the best defender in the league besides that. I'm currently making
I'm
a
on
change in
that.
my list as we speak.
Pit stop midway through. Okay,
I just changed 8 and 9. I just changed 8 and 9.
okay. You know what's hilarious, bro? As you said that, man, I'll call myself out too. I low key swapped my 14 and 15 as we were talking. So
Wait, who'd you have
originally,
14 again?
okay, so I'll run you through my 10 to 15. So 10 I
You didn't
have
even mention it.
10 I have AD, 11 I have KD, 12 I have Donovan Mitchell, 13 I have Kate Cunningham, 14 I have Cat, 15 I have J Dub. So I had Cat, or no. My bad, I still have it mixed up. So I had oh my gosh, brain fart. I have Cat over J Dub in my original list, but like in real life, I have J Dub over Cat because J Dub's a better player. I just had my list mixed up, but yeah. Do you want to tell the viewers your 10 to 15 as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah. So 10 to 15. I got 15 Cat, 14 D Mitch, 13 Cade, 12 LeBron, 11 J Dub, and 10 AD.
Okay,
So we
okay.
have similar players. There's a couple players like I listed LeBron. You have him top 10. It's crazy to me, but like who are you? Okay, we just have to see the list.
Yes, you will
Okay, I
definitely
will
have
move
to
on to
see the
9
list.
here, and I just swapped this player for the eighth player.
Hmm.
9 we already spoke about him. We just see. I think the defense is the biggest thing. Like I think KD's a plus defender, honestly. Still at this point in his career, I know it didn't translate to Phoenix, but man, like the second best defender on the team is Nick Richards. You can't really like defense can only translate so much. Like
Yeah,
they just had
yeah.
a really poor roster construction. The second they signed Bradley Beal, they were doomed. Um, but man, we know what KD's about. I got him 9. I think Houston's a
Yeah, no,
different
you are
beast
you are a
for
KD
sure. That's just
glazer, I can't lie, but that isn't even glazing. Like that, I don't mind that ranking at all.
is he not one of the best players to just watch? Like when you're watching a game, just watching KD work through the game is he's so good, man.
Yeah, he's definitely entertaining for sure. My number nine. I have a feeling you're gonna have this player probably a couple slots higher. I have Steph Curry number nine. Um, this player is very good, obviously, but just I felt a little different about him ever since the playoffs. With the Houston series, I felt like that their defense affected him, putting him more of like a younger, uh, lengthier player on him in a men to just disrupt a bit, caused some like mediocre performances within that series. And just going forward, I don't know if Steph is necessarily going to be the Steph of old going forward. Yet again, he's 2 years removed from like the crazy shots in Paris, the tomfoolery that he was on that whole time. So I can't discredit him too much. Just what I've seen most recently hasn't been the best. So that's why I got him at nine.
Okay. He was injured in that T-Wolves series. I think the series would have been way different if he was healthy. Because the Warriors kept some of those games close, and it was
That's
weird.
va
Yeah,
that's
I think
valid.
Amen
That's why I
Thompson's one
only
of the best
really talked
defenders
about
in
the
the league.
Houston series. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think the Amen Thompson's one of the best defenders in the league. So like I don't yeah
I know.
I don't hold that
I
against him
didn't
too much. I think he
I
plays
didn't
a
really
good
want
series.
to hold it against him too much, but that is a second year player at the end of the day, right? And Steph Curry, like
It
that's
is,
my
but
all-time point guard.
that whole team's defense was the only thing keeping them in games all year, really. Like their defense as a team was good. So
I wouldn't say
and
like
he
it
still
was
won.
the
What a
only
couple
thing
games did he
keeping him
not
in.
win?
He didn't really go off, man. He didn't really go off.
I remember one shot. He was basically out of bounds and he went over the backboard. That's the only thing I remember.
I'm pretty sure he averaged 25 for the playoffs. The year before he averaged 30 in the playoffs. So, yeah,
Yeah, they had Jimmy on the team too. He took it back to Jimmy a lot.
true. Okay.
Um, No,
Number
Steph top
8.
10 is still showing respect for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Okay.
Number 8. You're not gonna like this because you'll know where I have Steph. But number 8, I have Jalen Brunson as the eighth best player going into the 2026 season. I mean, man, he's just consistently like one of the best point guards in the league. Um, some would say the best if Shea and Luka didn't exist. But his clutchness, man, like in that series against what was the series that he hit the crossover and it's like when he was open, you knew that shot was going in. Like did he win Clutch Player of the Year?
Clutch player of the year. I believe he did. Yeah, he did. He did. He did.
I think he
If
did.
he
Yeah, he
didn't this
did.
year, he did last
Yeah,
year.
man. Yeah,
Let me
one
check right
thing he
now.
can improve to make a big jump to where it's like he's competing in that 5 to 7 range, which is gonna be tough because like 5, you're talking about like ants. It's just his defense. A lot of it's related to size though, so I don't know how much that is gonna change. And he is like a 30-year-old point guard, so he could just be what he is. I don't know how much more room there is for improvement. I do think the Knicks can get better as a whole, and like he can look better. Um, but yeah, man, Jalen Brunson, top 10 league for sure. I got him number 8. And I know you're gonna agree with that.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I don't have anything to really critique about your assessment there. My number 8 is definitely a different player. More of a brawly player. This player is an all-around player. Moves the ball very well, great scorer, but recently has just taken a step back in terms of like just overall effort and a step defensively. God, I don't want to say it. LeBron James is my number
Bro, you
8.
have him way higher than anybody else would. I don't
No,
think you're wrong
I
at all.
don't, bro.
I
No,
think,
I don't. Like I had him at 7. Like my max was 7, but like I was like, dude, I can't do this. Like I can't do this.
dude,
He,
you have him over KD, AD, like a lot of good players going into his 40. He's
I
gonna be
I
41 in
know.
December.
But LeBron was all like, we're also acting like LeBron wasn't like second and clutch player of the year, like consideration.
I don't know, he was good.
All NBA second, I believe, player this year. Like he's still LeBron, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, I got him 8.
yeah.
All I can really hate on is there were a few plays. Well, not a few plays. There's always plays with LeBron, especially at this stage in his career where the effort's not there. He's a step behind, and there's complaining. So I ain't with it. He's 8.
Okay, okay.
All right.
I don't know if I'm doing. Oh no, you had Steph lower. Okay,
Yeah, I had
okay.
Steph 9, LeBron 8.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, that's a big discrepancy in our list. Because at number 7, I have Steph Curry.
Okay.
Um, I think, man, his gravity, for him to be at his age and this point in his career, and his gravity is feel like bigger than it's ever felt is kind of ridiculous. Um, he just he can never make a shot that surprises you, man. He did take a step back this year. I think like especially when Jimmy came along, he was like letting Jimmy get his for a bit. And the Warriors as a whole have taken a step back in the last couple of years, but like you said, he's a year removed from the Paris Olympics winning a gold medal. Um, and still has flashes of the old stuff. And the reason, like one of the more reasons I have him ranked higher is because it's just his fear factor. Like no matter if you can have Steph ranked as the 20 best player in the league, if your team playing Steph Curry going into that game, you feel like you're still playing prime Steph Curry. Like you can't let him get off anything.
Yeah.
So that's why I still have him as the seventh. I have him as the seventh best player going into the next year. I if at the end of this year it looks stupid and he's like clearly outside the top 10, I wouldn't be surprised. But man, every like if you're playing against Steph Curry, it's just the worst thing ever.
That's valid, man. And I agree with your assessment with like it not necessarily being like he's at his peak powers now, but just a a combination of just the years and years and years of just being the greatest shooter of all time is what really brings that fear into a locker room, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
I can definitely see where you're coming uh with that ranking. But at number seven, I got Big Body Brunson at seven. So I got Jalen Brunson above LeBron, over Curry, over KD and AD. Um, this guy's a lead, man. He's 6'1", 6'2", has averaged 30 in the playoffs. We'll round up because this year he averaged about 28, 29, I believe. 30 in the playoffs for the past 2 years. Has had a decent run in the past 2 years. No one in planet Earth can guard Jalen Brunson. And I just don't think anybody can hold him. A man, anybody, like, I don't think anybody can really hold him. So top five offensive player in the league, I would say. Top five scorer for sure. The only thing that really
No,
holds him back is
no,
his defense.
not even
So,
close.
yeah. Top five scorer?
He's not top five. No.
Andrew, you can't tell me three other people in the playoffs that average
Well, what's
30.
like? What do you
Like, what do you
mean
mean?
score? Because like
He averaged
I'm looking at my
30.
top five. I'm looking at my top five list, and they're all better scorers than him.
Okay,
Nah,
so is
five is
Shaq a better
debatable. But
scorer
then you
than
have like
Jalen
Steph,
Brunson?
KD. Like, what do you do with those
Is
guys?
Shaq a better scorer than Jalen Brunson if we're
Well,
going to
that's
do
what I'm
something
trying
like
to
that?
figure
Because
out.
I know who you
Well, that's
have
what I'm
up
trying to
there.
figure out because like
Because he's not. He's
because
not.
I'm well, yeah, the top five is pretty clear. But well, like how I know JV like he gets buckets in tougher ways because of his size, but why does that make him a better scorer than like a Giannis who averages more points?
If you can score
Because
from
like
more
I know
areas on the court consistently, you're a better scorer.
I don't know.
Like,
Giannis is
doesn't
about as
that
consistent as it comes. He's averaging like 30, 11 for like 3 years in a row.
the only area on the court where Giannis scores more consistently or at a more efficient rate than Giannis is wait,
Nobody
sorry.
scores at a more efficient rate than Giannis.
The
He shoots
no, the
70% every year.
because he runs and dunks, bro. Like that's kind of my
That's what
point.
I'm saying.
Like
Like if the output is better, like do you care how it looks, how he's getting the buckets? That's what I'm asking.
I just don't agree with what you're saying. Like I don't agree with your point of like Giannis is a better scorer than Jalen Brunson because like he can't
I
score
don't
it
even know if I'm saying
in
that. I'm
more
just trying to like
ways.
yeah, I don't even know if I'm saying that. I'm just trying to like figure out why is it like aesthetically pleasing, yes, JB is a better scorer than Giannis, but
I just think
output
you
level,
put
Giannis has been better.
I just think you can put more players in front of Giannis and expect to stop. So that yeah. I don't know.
Is
It
he a
doesn't
better
really have
scorer
to
than
be a
KD?
big it doesn't really have to I think so, yeah. That's hard, man. That's honestly really hard to say. I think Brunson's a better three-point shooter. I think Katie's a better mid-range shooter. I think Brunson probably finishes better at the rim at this stage in his career, probably. Like he's big body Brunson for a reason. He gets on 2 feet and one in the paint. Like that's kind of what he does, right? But hey, the fact that it's a debate with the greatest scorer of
You're
all
still wrong,
time,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, that's my seven.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, I have Steph 7 and LeBron 12. So I got a pretty decent gap between them going into next year.
I'm excited to hear this 5 and 6. I think this is going to be the most interesting.
Okay. Yeah, so this is I've been waiting. So 6 is the spot that I'm interested to hear from you.
Okay.
Um, but for 6,
Do you want me to go first or do you want to go first?
man, I got an up and comer, bro. I'll go first. I got an
Okay,
up
do
and
you?
comer man on my list. This
Let's hear it.
guy, I think this guy's gonna rattle off two or three depoys in a row here in a bit. Um, I think his team will be in contention the next couple years, going from barely winning games to before when he was on the team. But man, I got Victor Wembanyama as my sixth best player going into next year.
I like it. Me too. I have Wemby as well. I'm really
Damn.
excited. I'm really excited of the possibility of Harper with them, especially with Harper being such a great scorer and playmaker. I just think that they're low-key a match made in heaven. So I'm really excited about that. Also, we've seen Wemby out with the monks getting all disciplined. We've seen him out with KG getting the mental right. Like, who knows, man? He might come back looking like the next Hakeem Olajuwon, bro. Like, he's gonna be different. So I'm excited to see what he can get into that next year.
Man, one of the most fun players to watch in the league. Like you never know what's gonna happen when they have the ball and he's on the floor. Like it's crazy. He's got to shoot
100%. Man,
35
at
footers and
one
then he'll
point I
catch a
had
lob from
with
the 3-point line off his own miss.
exactly, bro. One thing I was gonna say about Wemby is like, I think to take the next step, he probably should limit his threes. He shoots 9 a game, but like he shoots 35%. So can I really tell him to stop shooting threes? Like you are 7'5", bro. You probably should take more layups, but you're pretty efficient. Like I can't lie, especially
Yeah,
on the stupid shots he'll take, the one-legged fades and all the stuff he does, man. Like he's just out there having fun with it.
yeah. Did you like them
I,
extending De'Aaron Fox for that contract? It was a lot.
it was a lot. I don't know if I would have extended them this early, but at the same time, I don't know how many years he had on his contract before the extension came, so I'm not too sure. I'm excited to see some Spurs basketball next year, though. That'll
Yeah,
definitely be on my calendar
me
to
too. I
get
think they're gonna be
watching.
definitely a
It should be
play.
really fun.
You like to say definitely a playoff team, but the West is crazy, man. So you can't say
The
that
East is
about
gonna be
any
so
let's say
boring
top
this year,
three or four
bro.
teams. The East is
Yeah.
gonna be so bad, so bad.
Like, who is
Like,
there
are
to
the Magic
watch
the
out
best team in the
East?
East? Are the Magic the best team in the East? Like actually?
It's still the Cavs, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the second best team in the East. Them or New York
Oh yeah, New York.
with
Yeah,
Mike
New York.
Brown. Yeah. That's
I
man,
don't
I'm
know if the
excited
Bucks
for
look
New
like.
York, bro. I need New York to make the finals. That'd be so
Yeah,
fun.
that'd be cool. The East is
Okay.
wild. Okay.
Number
So let's.
cinco.
I'll run through 10 to 6 before we enter the top five. So at 10
Okay.
or no, we already talked about 10. So at 9 I had KD, 8 I had Jalen Brunson, 7 I had Steph Curry, and 6 I had Victor Wembanyama.
Okay. 9 I have Steph Curry. 8 I have LeBron. 7 I have Jalen Brunson. And 6 I have Wemby.
Okay, moving into the top five. Now,
Top five,
my
man.
fifth best player. This is going to differ from when the playoffs ended. I believe when we had a pod, we agreed on a top five ranking. I'm straying from that, man. Luka has me turned up in the off season, man, looking skinny. I got Ant at five. I got Ant at five.
Hey man, I can't even hate. That
We
boy
know,
looking skinny, huh?
we
That boy
don't,
looking skinny.
yeah, we don't gotta explain anything about Ant.
Hey, that's what happens when you end up on the cover of Men's Fitness magazine or whatever that was, bro. Um,
Yeah.
I can respect it. Yeah, I got Luke at 5 too. For basically the same reasons as you. Or no, my
I
bad.
got Ant.
My bad. I have Luke at 5, not Ant. So my reason for having
Ooh, okay.
Luca at 5 is basically just the defensive gap between him and Ant. I think there's a bigger gap defensively than there is offensively. So that's the only reason I gave the edge to Ant.
Nah, bro. Their gap offensively is so big, Micah. It's huge. Like,
No.
because you got to think
Hey,
about playmaking,
no, no,
man.
no, 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 Andrew, that actually is one of your worst takes of all time. I can't even lie. That actually is one of your worst takes of all time.
Luka gets so many players involved, Micah. Luka had a down year and averaged 28.
Andrew,
Yes, the gap
we
defensively.
have
The gap
Andrew,
defensively is one of the biggest in the league.
We have clips literally calling Luca a orange striped pylon. Like he's
No,
ball.
no, no, no.
Yeah,
Defensively.
that's what
Defensively,
no,
it's
yeah.
offensive,
So
yeah.
my point was the gap offensively is smaller than the gap defensively. and that's
I
why
said the gap. I said the gap offensively is huge.
yeah. No,
Offensive.
no, but are you saying it's bigger than defensive?
Yeah, because I have him above Ant.
No, bro. You can't even say that because how are
Actually,
you?
bro, Luka's gonna be moving his feet, bro. He's gonna be moving his feet.
No,
He lost
bro,
like 30
no,
pounds.
bro,
He lost
no,
like 30
bro.
pounds. I
You're actually
believe the
getting me
hype. I'm a
mad now.
Lakers
You're actually
fan.
getting me mad.
I'm
But
delusional.
I'm wearing a Lakers hat. I ain't going for that, bro. Okay, Luke.
Luka's ability to get people involved compared to Ant, and Luka's consistency scoring the ball compared to Ant,
No, Andrew. No,
I'm
Andrew.
taking it
You
over the
can't,
defense.
Andrew. You
And
cannot
Ant, bro,
say
Ant has a
no.
team. Ant has it. Micah. Ant has a team surrounded by Rudy Gobert, Jaden McDaniels, and
Rudy
Nikhil Alexander
Gobert,
Walker. Like,
Jaden McDaniels, and Nikhil
I'm talking
Alexander
about
Walker.
defensive players.
Okay,
Defensive players.
I was gonna say,
So
bro. I was gonna say, bro.
his defense stands out. When we traded for Luka, we said it's LeBron is the best defender on the floor. No, Rui Hachimura. Like Luka has no room for error to be bad defensively, so it highlights his mistakes more. When he was on Dallas and going to the finals, we weren't talking about the gap defensively. Like so, it
Bro,
was
we
way
were
more hidden
all
on Dallas.
saying
He
he
goes
was
to
a
the
bad
Lakers, they have no
defender.
defenders.
Yeah, it's more hidden, but we knew he was a
He
bad
was a
defender
bad
this whole
defender.
time.
I know Ant's a better defender than Luka, bro. But I'm saying like it's been accelerated because of this bad defensive team he's on in general versus Ant being on one of what is Timberwolves like top
Top five defense.
three defense in the league? Yeah, top five
Okay,
defense in the league. Like
okay. Like yeah, he is on a better defensive team, but in the most simple way I can put this, Luca is probably a top. Well, no, he is. He's a top three offensive engine this decade for sure, undeniably. But Ant is no scrub, bro. Like Ant averaged
no, I know.
like 27, shot 40% from three, led the league in three-pointers made. So this is what we knew as Lakers fans going into the first round. Then he proceeds to come into the first round, dotting people the whole time. And we're like, bro, since when could Ant even pass like this? So we're saying there's a huge playmaking disparity when yeah, obviously Luke is a way better
Our defense
playmaker,
was so bad,
but
Micah.
Ant
We weren't
but
a real
Ant
defensive team.
but Ant was able to kick out on those. So offensively, like, yeah, Luka's definitely better. Like, Ant's never scored 70 points, but Ant is easily an all-star caliber offensive talent, and I think we can both agree on that, right? Like, average 27, 5
He
and
is,
5,
but
shot
he
40% from three.
is.
Okay,
He
okay,
is.
just let me
Yes,
finish my
yes.
point. Just let me
He
finish
is.
my point then. Okay. Okay, so if he's an all-star level offensive talent,
I
and
know what you're gonna say.
and
Like
defensively, Luca is one of the worst defenders I've ever seen in my life, and Ant is a positive defender. How is there a bigger
because
how is there a
there's
bigger
a bigger
offensive gap?
ceiling, bro. Because you said he's an all-star level offensive player, which I believe is true. Right before that, you said Luka's a top three offensive engine of the decade. We got Jokic exists, LeBron exists. Like that's a pretty big statement. So like I believe you can be an all-star level offensive player. And in the NBA, how many all-star level offensive players are there? Like LaMelo's an all-star level offensive player. There's a lot of players that can score in the league now, and I think Luka to be so far ahead of people in terms of scoring the ball and getting his teammates involved like shows how much more skilled he is. I expect his defense it can't be worse than last year. We know this. I expect it to improve, man, and I just think his ceiling's higher than Ant. Like I just think having Luka on your team, he's one of the players where it's like there's a saying in the NBA, if you have this player on your team, you always have a chance. It's just you have to build around him. And how good your chance is can vary by year. But if you have this player on your team, which I believe those players right now are Jokic, Shea, Giannis, and Luka, if you have those players on your team, you can win. And I think Luka's one of those players. I don't think Ant is right now. I don't think you can drop Ant into any situation and be like, okay, we have a chance to win. It's just how good is it? We have to build around him. I just think the ceiling with Luka's better. His offensive dominance. Like I'm acknowledging he's a bad defender. I expect it to improve, but I'm taking the upside of his offensive dominance.
Yeah, I can see that. Projecting going into next year, that's fair. I just have Ant with the edge there. Okay, at three or at four, I guess we already know
Yeah,
our fourth.
Verstappen
Yeah.
fourth.
Okay, cool. Three, who you got? Who's the three out of the big three?
Um, as the third best player in the league, and this pained me to do it, man.
No, I know what you're gonna
Pained
say. I
me.
know what you're gonna say.
It
No,
pained me.
no, 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 Andrew, don't do it.
But I gotta show respect to the NBA Finals. I got Giannis as the third best player.
Okay, okay, good, 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 good. I thought you were gonna disrespect my boy SGA, top five point guard all time. You heard it here twice. But yeah, I got the same. I got
You
three
got ripped for
Giannis.
that. You got
I
ripped
got
for
two
that.
Shea. Hey, I stand by that, bro. I stand by that. Shea's the second best player in the NBA. I guess we both have Jokic number one. It's pretty obvious now. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to talk about why you have Jokic above those two other Utes?
Wait, I'm gonna ask you. So who had a better statistical year last year, Jokic or Shea?
Jokic.
And do you think Jokic is the better player going into next year?
I think so, yeah.
So why did you have Shea as MVP? The wins?
The wins, the defense, the
Jokic isn't
aura.
even a bad defender anymore, though, Micah. That's such an old take.
No, it's not, bro. It's
He's not a
I'm
bad
not
defender, man.
no, no, no. I'm not saying he's a bad defender. He's my best player in the world. I just think Shea's a significantly better defender.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
But then again, you could just use your goofy good defensive team argument and flip me upside. So who knows?
Yeah, they whoa, bro. They're not good. They're the best. They're the best ever, almost.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But I don't
So
think you
I'm
can
trying to
really.
find our biggest discrepancy is Steph and LeBron, which is actually wild because I thought we were always like I definitely switched up on LeBron in these rankings, but man, I'm not taking him over any players I've ranked ahead of him. J-Dub's a better
Look,
player. AD is a better player. Of my
looking
takes
back
though.
on your list, is there anything you would change?
I would
Looking back, I would consider taking.
LeBron.
Go ahead.
LeBron just looks low. Um,
I wonder why.
but man, but like so when I list these players off, who do you think's not better than LeBron? J-Dub, AD,
I don't
KD.
think J-Dub's better than LeBron.
Okay.
It's so hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's so hard to say. These guys are so close, man. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't be outraged by anybody that would say like Brunson, Steph Curry, KD, AD, anybody of that caliber is better than LeBron.
You want to know something I changed
LeBron for
last
me
second?
was the hardest person to rank. LeBron and Loki Steph. But why?
Yeah.
What did you change?
One thing I changed last second that if I left it, I think you would have lost your mind, is I originally had Steph over Wemby. I had Steph six.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I actually would have
I
lost it.
originally did. I
I
know.
would have. That's high, dude. Dang. So you really
Yeah.
don't think Steph's really changed that much. But
I like Steph, man.
it's hard to think he really has changed much, especially with like the way he's been talking and stuff in the media too. He's like, "Man, I'm taking it in 3 year increments. I ain't close to retiring, buddy." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Dang, man, I thought you were low key like about to hit the hay."
Is there any other players
Yeah.
that weren't on your honorable mentions that you think could be there?
I don't know. I think everybody's pretty much off the Trey Young train. So, like he's
Yes.
somebody I
Yes.
guess could be. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're off that train, then there's
I'm
not
trying to think.
many.
LaMelo? Nah.
That's who I thought you were actually going to say LaMelo. I forget who you were describing at the start. And I was like, man, is he about to say LaMelo? You were saying something about like great
I was
offensive
definitely
season or
describing
something.
Booker.
Yes, 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 you were. You were. And I was like, nah, no way, bro. So I think LaMelo, yeah. I would say LaMelo is the closest. Because even remember when we were doing our All-Star voting online and like LaMelo's
Yeah.
stats were really good at the time. I think they were
He's
like he
averaging
was
30
averaging
now.
like yeah, bro, like
Yeah.
on like way less games, but hey, the guy's
Yeah.
a dog,
What
man.
about, let me throw out a name, Domantas Sabonis.
Considered him too, but bro didn't make the playoffs. Like, come on, man.
The Kings are
Like,
so bad, bro.
like, bro, what do you really expect me to do? Like, I don't even know if I would have ranked KD in here last year, just off of not making the playoffs. Like, that's so foul, bro.
You know, you know what's sad
Like,
about
you
this
had the
list?
play in too. Come on.
You know what's sad about this list? Is that it's
What's that?
2025. We should be in the middle of these guys' primes, and Zion and Ja are not even in the conversation to be on this list.
So sad, man. I think Ja could have been if he played a healthy season, but
Yeah, yeah,
that
I do
15
too.
range, yeah.
But
Zion,
Zion's not even. You didn't even
it
cross my
sucks,
mind, which is
man.
crazy.
So crazy, man. I used to watch that high school, like, I believe I can fly Zion ball is life, like it was the gospel, bro, every day because Duke Zion 2019, like, I got the jersey and everything. That was my guy. I was like, he is going to be the GOAT. And it just sucks, man. Like, you can see how laziness and kind of just like lack of effort can really turn around the trajectory of a star. Which sucks, man. Like Zion should be in like realistically the top five at this point. He's a physical,
Yeah,
just like he's a
he's a higher
bulldog.
he's a higher prospect than all these players that are top five
Top five, yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say
prospects. Like
Wemby there at six. I don't know if
I was
he.
gonna say,
I think Wemby. Yeah, yeah,
Wemby's the
yeah,
only dude I left.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
comparable to Wemby. I think Wemby might be the most ever, though, actually.
Hey, all
Could
I
be
know is
wrong.
I'm glad we didn't have a podcast when Webby was about to get drafted because I was one of them trolls. Hey man, what if Scoot's available, man? What if Scoot's available? So
As if
we
he
low-key
wouldn't be
take
available.
I was like, bro, he's low-key looking like the next Russell Westbrook. Hold on. And now he's just like they're talking about my first year in Portland. Some very good food.
What do you
I'm
like to
like,
do?
bro.
Eat food.
He's so unserious, man. He's what's it called? A prime example of why the G League Ignite failed. Him and
Yes.
Cum Bucket.
Out of your list. Out of your list, pick one player that you think has the potential to slide the most when we do this next year.
In terms of height, or I mean, in terms of like going up, or you said slide. You can only slide going downwards.
Slide down.
Who has the
Curry can slide to the top three.
okay? Who has the highest chance of falling? Dang, that's a really good question, man.
Let me say
Um,
besides the 41-year-old, beside LeBron,
yeah,
because
I was on. Yeah, I was gonna take the easy way out.
okay,
Um, Donovan Mitchell.
yeah, I like that.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Cat. Mm, I don't, it's one of those
I
two.
like
It's one of
I
those
like the
two.
D mid, not Steph or
I think.
KD.
I think. Well, you said stay away from the 40-year-olds.
I said stay away from Braun. 'Cause Steph and KD are like
Oh,
37.
okay, okay, okay. Uh, yeah, definitely, definitely. I can't say definitely about any of these guys, man. They're all
No,
all-time
they're
greats,
all
bro. Like
goats,
you're,
man.
you're trying to get a clip out of me, and I ain't for it, bro. I ain't for it. But I'm in between D, Mitch, and Cat because they're at the point, like, here's where my head is. They're at the point where, like, yeah, they played, like, I don't know, like, about 8, 9 seasons or something like that. And they're just at this plateau where they cannot get past the second round or so. Not with Cat. He made the Eastern Conference Finals obviously this year, but they're just like they're right there, like right there. And if they don't get past their quote unquote like barriers that they can't get through, I think they'll just be known as like that player that never got over the hump. So that's not the only
Yeah.
reason
I
that's
liked I
why.
liked their D Mitch original selection just because like I don't see the Cavs winning 60 games again. And I think that's like part of the D Mitch hype and his ranking in these tiers is his team success. I don't see them doing that again. That being said, the East is so so they actually might, but um yeah, I like D Mitch on that.
Man, the
Will
East
will
is
the
like
top
really
will the
bad. Like
I know
really bad.
like yeah. Who's the best player in
Hopefully
the
the
East?
Raptors make some
Giannis.
noise though. Sorry, what'd you say?
Rat. I was asking. I forgot about Giannis for a second. I asked who the best player in the East is.
Yeah. I'd say number one
Second.
Giannis, number two Brunson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, you know who can make some noise in the East? And this
Who?
is teasing. This is teasing. I want to do power rankings for the next episode. But
Down.
I think the Hawks, man, they made some good moves. I think
They
they got
actually did,
KP.
man. They had a very
They got
impressive
KP.
offseason and just yeah.
They got the. They probably pulled off one of the biggest heists ever when they got that unprotected first from New Orleans.
Yeah.
What
And
Joe Dumars is doing.
everybody's like, Joey, come on now, man. Lock in. What's going on here?
Yeah.
He hasn't been a good GM so far, I can't lie. He's
So
looking a
we didn't put
little
Kyrie. We didn't put Kyrie on here, but I probably wouldn't have him anyway. I'd maybe have him over Cat
Kyrie's
or D
ACL?
Mitch.
No? Isn't
No,
like
he's well,
Kyrie's Achilles or something?
his ACL or something with his knee. They said it's like January return, February.
Okay. Man, I heard a potential very early Tatum return, like February,
He's
March.
walking without a boot. He's walking without a boot. No, 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 no.
That's
No
what I've been
chance. He tore his
seeing.
Achilles. I
Well,
thought
man,
that's a year
I'm just
ago.
telling you what like I see on Instagram, bro. I don't know. I ain't no doctor.
A
But
six
yeah, that
month
is true. That
Achilles.
would be crazy. Exactly,
A
right?
six
But
month
I
Achilles recovery.
didn't think it was real either. But yeah,
And I think by that point in the year their season could be done with. So I don't think there's any point in like Katie sat out a full year.
very true, man. They have no assets anymore. Holiday's gone.
KP's
Kristaps is
gone.
gone. That sucks, man. There's no way after their championship they thought it'd be blown up like this fast. But that damn
New
apron.
CBA, man.
Yeah. Bro, did you see the the clip of CJ McCollum bashing like the CBA rules and everybody in the comments like, bro, you literally what created these rules.
He's a,
Like
I was
you
gonna
were
say
the
he's a part of the
president.
Players Association.
He was the president of the Players Association. He was like, man, the second apron, bro, like I don't know. And we were like, bro, what? You invented this idea of a second apron.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to mention?
Uh, Stay tuned, guys. We always say that, but we definitely want to get some episodes out to you before school starts for us in about a month. Things are gonna get busy. Year three for both of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're excited, man. We should have a few friends, family, some interesting guests on, hopefully before the end of the summer, and it should be fun, man. Thank you guys for always coming, tuning in, watching the clips and everything. Means a lot. It's been a fun journey, and yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. That's all for me,
That
man.
was good.
Anything
I
for
think
you?
we gotta do some all time rankings soon. We did the current rankings, but all time will be where it's at, I think, as well.
Definitely, man. That should be exciting. We'll have to get somebody on for that one. Get some outsider takes.
A Jordan lover
Yes. We'll have to reel
by the
one
name
in.
of Easy
Yep, we'll
All right.
reel them right in for that episode. All right,
All right, we'll
bet.
see you guys in the next episode.
There you go.
Peace.